just connect it to your funnel, you know. So you can do that too. But you know, these pages that we built, these funnels that we built, they weren't built for solo ads. You know, we're just using the solo ads for testing. You know, really, I just wanted you guys to do one solo ad test, and that's it. And then go on to the Facebook because that's where you're going to see the big results with these types of pages. These pages are very specific and targeted, so you want to use specific targeted traffic. You know, so all right, so let me, I'll be right back here, guys. I just, who's that? Yeah, is that you, James? All right, James, I have to turn you down a little bit, man. It was echoing over here on my side. All right. Somebody must be watching the same movie.
Not me. I've got everything turned off. If you hear a bark, it's one of my dogs, but I'm trying to keep them out of my room.
Gotcha. Alright, let me see here.
What's up, Craig?
What's going on there, Mr. Canada?
Who is that?
Who's
Who's this? Who's that?
This is your daughter, she.
Right on.
What's going on, man?
Not order.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just I'm looking through my email real quick, so I'll be right back here. You know, when you're looking for these guys that do solo ads in your emails, you never find them.
Well, you know, I understand, like, you know, that page on Facebook that you sent us to look for, you know, but you're only allowed to post things if you've made a sale. So can you imagine how many hundreds maybe of people are buying solo ads, and a lot of them are not like me, not, you know, not good, and you can't say anything. Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, in that solo ad Facebook page, it definitely says at the top, you only post your results if you've had a sale.
Well, then I wouldn't deal with that. I'd go to a different Facebook group because I'm going to post my results if I don't have no sales. I want to let other people know that I didn't get no sales.
Okay, well, the one that you sent us to, or the one that whatever.
Well, they must have just changed that because I put my results in there every time. If I don't get a sale, I put it.
Well, it says at the top that if you put in, if you haven't made a sale, you're not supposed to put anything in, and then you'll get kicked out. So.
No, but they haven't kicked me out yet. But you know, if they kick you out, they kick you out. You know, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to sit there and bullcrap my way in there. You know, and you know, that's just not me. You know, if I'm not getting a sale, I want other people to know that. You know, then to me, if they do that, then that's a bogus group. You know, I don't want to be involved in it, but I've never had that problem. I post my results. Annie posted her results when she had no sales, and I didn't see her get kicked out or anything. So.
No, I asked her about that, but I think she posted that she 2 or 3 at the same time, like saying she had X from one and whatever, but not so good from someone else. So it wasn't like, you know, like I asked her about that, and that's what she said.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that problem before, but you know, if that's the case, then I guess they'll just kick me out because I'm not going to sit there and I'm going to post my results. You know, it says you know, you're supposed to post your results whether it's bad or good. You know, it shouldn't. You know, that's just kind of bogus in my opinion. You know, that's why. You know, that's just I wouldn't even deal with that. Then I would just kick myself out of the group and go on to the next group that allows it. You know.
Okay, well, I don't know any other groups.
But you know, like I said, it's you know, solo ads. Like I said, this was the solo ad. I didn't want you guys going out there and spending all this money on solo ads and doing 6 and 8. I just wanted you to do 1 or 2 solo ads, and that's it. You know, that's all. That's the. When I was on the webinar a couple weeks ago, that's exactly what I said to you guys. This is for testing, do a couple SOL ads, move on to Facebook ads. That's just, the SOL ads was just for testing, to get your feet in the water, to understand how to run an ad, and that's it. After that, you move on. Annie had some good results, and she had some bad results. It's just the nature of the beast. But these pages, these funnels are very specific. We don't want to be running SOL ads with these pages. We just did it for testing, that's it. We want to use these pages for specific audiences, for Facebook and things like that, because that's what these pages are made for. That's what our group is about. It's all about Facebook training and things like that. That's why I wanted you guys to go through the Facebook stuff. I wanted you to go through all that stuff. I wanted you to go through the Facebook training and start taking action on it. I don't know why it seems weird, because every time I talk about it, I have a few people right now that are going to the training, but, all they do is say, hey, I went to the training, but they're not doing anything. They're not taking the action with it. I went to the training. What do you want me to do next? Well, take action on it. Oh, how do I do that? It's like, well, you went to the training, so you should understand it. But, it's just inevitable. I don't know why people make it so difficult for themselves. I really don't. But, it is what it is. People are still green, and they're still trying to learn things, so.
Well, I just posted what it said on the, in that group, I just put it.
I know what you're talking about, but like I said,
Yeah.
it's not going to matter what they say. You just do what you got to do, and that's it. It's not a big deal. If they don't allow it, then they kick you out. Big deal. There's 50,000 other SOL groups out there.
Okay. Well, I thought that this was the best one.
There's no best one. They're all the same. They all have the same people in them.
Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't place any Facebook ads. I was talking to Annie, and she wasn't getting great results with it. And for me, I was concentrating. My mistake. I misunderstood, but I was saving the money, and the money that I did have, I was using it for solo ads.
Alexandra, listen. Stop going to Annie. Stop going to all these people. Do it on your own. You can't go off what other people are doing, because Annie's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's not doing it right. Go through the training yourself, and then start doing it. When you start seeing no reason, Annie's in a rush to do things. You know what I mean? So, not that she's trying to do it right or wrong. She's just in a rush. You know what I mean? She's trying to make money. She's trying to make sales. You can't just go off of somebody else's experience. Everybody's going to have a different result. It's really on the learning curve. If you listen to somebody and they're in a rush to do things, and things like that, then you're not going to get. You don't want to follow that. You just follow the training. That's all you got to do. Don't worry about the other person or what the other person is doing or the results that other people are getting. Just follow the training yourself. Do your own, math, and get your own results, because that's where you're going to find whether it's going to work for you or whether it's not. If you follow the training, you're going to find the results. Don't make excuses for yourself or anybody else. Well, this person's not getting good results. That person could be doing it totally wrong. You know what I mean? So don't.
No, I wasn't using it as an excuse. I was just under the impression that I could get more with solo ads.
You're misunderstanding me. You're misunderstanding me, Alexandra. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, do your own results. Create your own results. Don't listen to what other people have to say.
Yeah. No,
everybody's going to have different results, because everybody's going to do their thing. Some people don't go through the training. They go through the training real quick, and then they figure, oh, this is the way I want to do it, because this is the way I think is correct. You can't, if you're going to do it, you got to go through with people that are actually getting results with it. And going through the training, going through, Holly's training, she gets results. So follow what she's doing. Just duplicate what she's doing. That's all you got to do. Don't worry about what people are trying. And look, Annie and other people that are doing Facebook, they're still new, they're still brand new, they're still trying this as well. So, they might not get it the first time. It's all about your target market. It's about the way you target people. And, I've gone through this with Annie as well, and, I don't know what kind of results she's getting, 'cause she doesn't really tell me. But like I said, just do it yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing, what they're getting. Just do you. Don't worry about everybody else. That's what I do, because if I sat there and listened to everybody else, I would never even do Facebook. Because, like I said, there's some people out there that said, oh, Facebook sucks, blah, blah. But I know Facebook works. I know it works, and I know it's not that hard. It's just, if you follow training and you follow to the T, you're going to get the results that you want. You just have to follow what they tell you to do. That's it. That's plain and simple. So, All right. So what we're gonna do is, and I'm not trying to like, uh, you know, look down on you or anything like that. It's just I hear this every day from people. Well, this person didn't get the results, and it's just, you just can't go off other people what they say. It really, you really can't. Kent will tell you the same thing, right, Kent?
Yep, for sure.
I think he fell on the floor.
Oh, no, I had my volume off, so I wouldn't be interrupting you.
It's just like I said. It's just everybody learns differently. Everybody understands things differently. When people go out and do things, they hold on one second.
Look at that. Garbage.
Sounds like a dog.
Yeah, that's our little pup getting with her on something.
Aw.
But what's she doing?
All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody in the room right now, just so I can hear, because I'm getting a lot of feedback here. But, yeah, like I said, we can't go off of other people's results when it comes to anything. You just have to go through the training, try it out for yourself. If you don't understand something, then you come to me and we'll talk about it. But, everybody has their own thing. You don't know what other people are thinking. They might have the wrong type of image up. They might have the wrong type of description or ad up. They might, and with Facebook, there's all different types of ways to do Facebook ads. Somebody might be doing like campaigns where you're doing, conversions or clicks to website or something like that. So you can't go off of somebody else's, results because they're doing it differently. They might not be following the training correctly. So, you just have to do it yourself, see how it works. Don't spend a bunch of money on it. Start out with $5 or $10 on a daily budget. Don't go overboard on it. And trust me, we have a lot more training coming up on Facebook and stuff like that. So you'll get in the clue. It's just like I said, everybody has different results because everybody doesn't understand it. Like some people will understand it better than the others. But it really, it's really on your ad. It's not. It's your ad, it's the way your ad is, it's your image, it's all the above. It's your target audience. You can't just go out and, find or just put in interest. You've got to go out and do some actual research and see what kind of audience that you're looking for. For instance, we have, some of you guys have had the funnel created. Go out there and find an audience for that funnel. Find an audience of people that are interested in internet marketing, email marketing, things like that. Go to, maybe try some Aweber custom audiences, things like that. A lot of people do it wrong. And like I said, you just can't go off of what other people are doing. So that's just the way it is. But like I said, guys, solo ads, we're going to talk about solo ads today, but I just want to point out one thing. Solo ads are not for specific funnels. When we created these funnels for you guys, when you go into the machine training and things like that, these are specific funnels. These are specific landing pages. They're not really geared for solo ads. Solo ads are very general. They're general for make money online. It's not like, you're going to get a bunch of people that are, into email marketing. You have no idea what these vendors' lists are, who's on their list, what type of people are on the list. They could sit there and tell you, oh yeah, man, they're all list builders, but, most likely it's probably bullcrap because they're just trying to make some money off you. Most vendors are like that, and it's very hard to find really good ones. But like I said, the solo ads are just for testing. I don't mean go out there. If you're gonna do a solo ad, here's what I tell you to do. If you're gonna use your funnel, use it, like I said in the training, use it for specific audiences. Facebook, YouTube, things like that. Okay, those are more specific for your target audience. Okay, go through some of the training. We're gonna have new YouTube training up. We're gonna be having new Facebook training up. We got all types of stuff coming up. The big thing right now is if you're gonna do solo ads, use the NPN page. It's that simple. it's a very general page, and I know it works. And it brings in those people into the dollar trial. It's done it for me, it's done it for Jeff. So use the NPN page. If you're promoting NPN, use the NPN page for that, because it's very general. You know, that's the type of that's the type of audience that you're going to get in a solo ad. So if you're going to spend money, go through and use the solo ad, or use the, whatever. Everybody, look, every vendor is going to have different results. So, if you've done one and it hasn't worked for you, do another one. It's just what it is. Solo ads aren't the easiest. You're not going to always get great results in solo ads, point blank. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's just the way it is. So, with solo ads, you do have to have a good funnel too. You need to set up a funnel specifically for solo ads. I'm not saying just go out there and use the NPN page, but what I'm saying is, with solo ads, you need to have a funnel that's going to have some type of offer, so you can at least, cover your acquisition costs. Okay, so I've really never have had a really horrible solo ad. I've always made at least one sale on a solo ad. I'm not really sure how some of you guys are getting good results, some of you guys aren't. I don't understand that. But it's something that's not going right, or you're choosing the wrong vendors, or I really don't know. But let me show you guys something real quick, and I'm going to share my screen here. Alright, well, let's see if I can find, there it is. Alright, let me know if you guys can see my screen here. Okay, cool. Alright, so let me show you guys, and this is something that I know a lot of you guys probably have no idea that this even happens, but, so here's a solo ad right here. Are you serious about making money but don't have the money to even start? So obviously we already know that the guy that runs the solo ad, this is probably an email that he sends out to his solo ad list. Alright, but let me show you guys something, and some of you guys probably don't know about all this, and some of you guys don't. But when you're sending a solo ad, when you're sending an ad out, your website is not the only one being seen. Okay, your website is being put on a rotator. Okay, and that's why a lot of times you're going to get good results, and sometimes you're going to get bad results. It's just inevitable. It's kind of the way it is. So if I click on this link here, okay, we're going to go here now. Okay, so you see, boom. Okay, we got a ad here. Now, if I come back here and click it again, you're going to see a different ad. Okay, click it again, you're going to see a different ad. Your website is just being thrown into a huge rotator. That's all it's doing. Your website's being thrown into a huge rotator. And this is why a lot of times these guys do not want to take, or do not want to use your email. Because they're not sending out your email by itself. They're not just sending your email with your link by itself. They're using rotators. That's how they're generating clicks. They've got 4 or 5 or 10 or 20 people on one rotator they're generating clicks for. That's why a lot of times you see clicks come in really slow. And if you remember a few weeks ago, we talked about the best way to do solo ads. If you're going to do a solo ad, find someone that has that type of list. Not going in there and finding vendors that, sell solo ads every single day. You may as well just go on a safe list and start doing safe lists, because you're going to get pretty much the same results, just not as quick. Okay? So I hope everybody understands that part when it comes to solo ads. Solo ads should just be for testing only. It should be for testing your landing page. Okay? That's it. That's all it should be used for. It shouldn't be used to, it should be used for anything else. Now, if you guys want really good solo ads, then what you need to do is what I told you to do a couple weeks ago or a month ago when we were talking about solo ads. Go out there and find JVs. Okay? Go out there and find and get on one of those JV lists. Okay? Go look for JVs. Okay? And I told you where you can go. You can go to muncheye.com. They got JV Notify Pro. They got all these different places that you can go to, and you see that they have people that are launching new products. Okay? You can do that. You can contact people that are launching products. You can contact people that are on the leaderboards. Okay? So if you sign up to, let's say a JV, okay? what happens is when they do a JV, or when they do, once they launch and they start the contest, you're going to see all the people that are on that contest list, on that leaderboard. So you go onto that leaderboard, you find like the top, you see like, 1 through 10 or whatever, the first 10 people. Don't really, shoot for the first 5, but I would shoot for like number 9, number 10, and go out there and ask them, hey man, I see that, you just, ask them, say, hey, I really like to do a solo ad with you. I think my offer would be great for your list, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time, 99% of the time, they've never done a solo ad before. And if you're offering them money to do it, look, they're on the leaderboard, so obviously they have that type of list. If they promoted a product, if that product was around, let's say, list building or around email marketing, and you see them on the leaderboard, then obviously they have made some sales, which means you can contact those people and do a solo ad. You know it's specific. You know that they have that type of list, and you know they're making sales. So more than likely, if you hit them up, after the contest or after the launch, you'll be able to get a solo ad with that person. They might charge you a little bit more, which most likely they will, but let them know. Say, hey, look, I'm willing to give you $1 to $2 EPC if you run this solo ad for me. They're going to jump on that because that's what they're normally getting anyways. They're getting about $1 to $2 EPC. So pay them that. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because you're going to get 100 times more quality traffic, and you're going to get 100 times more of the sales. So, always call me right when I'm on a webinar. So, does that make sense to you guys? Rather than going into these, solo web, places and things like that, go out there and find, like, look, okay, let me just show you real quick. I mean, this is an old tactic, but a lot of people, use this type of tactic, but I kind of take it a step ahead. I don't just go after people that are doing launches. I go after people that are on these JV leaderboards, people that are actually making sales. So if we come down here, you can see all the new launches that are coming out. Okay, let's see. And I look for people like Alex Jeffries, the Launch Bible. Okay, that probably wouldn't be so great for me. Maybe it would. Let's see who else we got. Reed Florin, how to write sales letters that sell. And there's all types of launches going on all the time on JVZoo. This is just the tip of the iceberg here. See here, December 1st, the cash system, but just go through here and sign up to some of these JVs. And I guarantee that if you sign up to a JV, one of these JVs, and you see people on these leaderboards, you're going to find a lot of people that will do solo ads for you, people that don't normally do solo ads. And that's what we really want to look for. We want to look for people that aren't doing solo ads. So look for people that are on these JV leaderboards that are making sales for these launches, and then send them an email. Say, hey, I'll pay you $1 to $2 EPC. I really like to send this offer to your list. I think it'll match really well. And boom, you've got very targeted traffic, and you have a list of people that are buyers. Rather than wasting your time and money and going after that, going after these solo ad groups. And like I said, I directed you guys to the solo groups to get your feet wet. It wasn't to go out and do 8 or 9 or 10 solo ads. If you guys were on the webinar a month ago, you guys would understand, that was just for testing. Go out and do what I'm telling you to do. It works. I do it all the time. I know it works. I get really great results, and I make really great sales. Okay? Point blank. All right. So that's that part. And it's really not hard. I mean, there's really no explanation to it. Just join some JVs. Okay? Join some, you can go to JVZoo here. And there's a lot of places, that you can go to find some of these JVs. You can go to JVZoo and see what kind of products are out there right now. You can even go to Warrior Form if you like. So let's go to Marketplace here. Let's go to Top Sellers. Let's see what's going on here. So there's a lot of things here. Like, look, Landing Page Monkey. Okay, that's huge right now. If you signed up as an affiliate and signed up for a JV for the Landing Page Monkey, there's a lot of people promoting it. You're going to find a lot of leaders, or you're going to find a lot of people promoting that offer. And then, don't go after the first five, or, because most likely, they're probably not going to do a solo ad for you. Go after the people that are, maybe 5 to 10, or maybe beyond the 10, maybe 15, 20. Because at least they're making sales, and at least you're going to have a good offer to that list, okay? And that's it. And you got something cheap, if you got a $7 offer, you're going to have no problem selling that, okay? So there's a lot of things that you can do with solo ads that you don't have to do like everybody else does. And look, this information isn't being taught places. People don't tell you to go out and find these, leaderboards, or to get on these JV leaderboards and find these people that are, affiliates. This is just a tactic that I've been using. I've been using it for a while, and I've never taught it. So go out there and do it, because it works, and it's working for me, and it's been working for me. Okay, so go out there and do it. It works. Unfortunately, Ryan Deiss doesn't teach anything about solo ads because he doesn't believe in solo ads. But I believe that they work if you do it the right way and you do it the correct way. So go out there and get on JV lists. Get on a bunch of them. Get on a notification list and things like that. New launches, things like that. Get on these JV lists. Go look at the leaderboards after the launch and see what people are on those leaderboards. And then go and contact them people. Let them know, hey, I'm going to give you $1 or $2 EPC if you can run this ad for me. Let's test it out, and that's it. And most likely you're going to get a lot of people that say yes. You're going to get some people that say no, but you're also going to get a lot of people that say yes, okay? So it's very targeted that way, and that they have a buyer's list. All right. So let's go over some of these things. I know we went over this a few weeks ago, but I want to go over this again because it seems like a lot of you guys are really just really lost on a lot of this. So it's really just basic knowledge, to be honest with you. You can find a lot of this stuff, on YouTube videos and things like that. So if you guys, do research on solo ads and want to learn solo ads, go on YouTube. There's tons of videos on how to do it the right way. So like I said, last week we went over these same things. Have others, if you're going through them, go through reviews. Have others made sales? Check results, ask questions. Your typical thing. If people can't answer these questions, then I usually just leave it alone. I always ask them how they built their list, what kind of offer they're building their list with, okay? What landing page or offer do they use to build their list? If they say, I'm not going to reveal my website, that's fine, and I understand why. But if they're legit, they can at least send you a screenshot, okay? At least let them send you a screenshot of their offer. If they can't do that, then just move on. You don't need to worry about that. You got to remember, most of these people don't even know what they're getting themselves into. Most of these vendors have no idea what kind of traffic they're getting. They're buying from another solo ad vendor just like you are, so they have no idea. They might have awesome results in the front end, but they might not be getting, they're not converting, okay? Always track your opt-ins, and be careful of proxies or the same IP addresses that are being used, okay? Check email addresses in Facebook. Okay, seriously, check that. If you get a sale, that's another thing too. If you do get a sale, get them on Facebook, guys. Connect with them. Because if they bought from you, more likely they're going to buy from you again, especially if you add them on Facebook. Another thing is send a broadcast to your new subscribers and check the opens and clicks and the response you get. Okay? If you're building your list, send out a broadcast email and see what kind of response. If you're getting, below a 5%, then it's probably a bogus list. If it's 5, on average, you're going to get about 5 to 10%. Sometimes more. But, that's really the basic stuff you guys need to know. But let me show you guys a few things, okay? So what I mean by checking your stats, so let's go into NPN real quick. So here's a tracker right here. And I'm talking to Jeff already this week. We're going to be adding some new features here. I'm going to talk to Jeff about some new features I want to add onto this. He already added the top tier traffic feature where you can actually see, if it is top tier or not, how much is top tier. And you can see this, I did get a 91.9% on that. But you have to look for duplicate IP addresses. So as you can see, this is duplicate. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're fake. a lot of times you might see 2 or 3, you know, they're just, you know, they might just go to the page a couple times. But if you see a multitude of them, then you know that something's fishy. Okay, you know something's going on. So here's what I mean by that. Let me show you guys something. Okay. So let's just take this one for example that I already found this morning. Okay, so I'm going to take this IP address real quick, and I'm going to put it in, and I want to find out where it's from. And what happens is, look, a lot of these solo web vendors, they're bogus. They hire outsourcers to get clicks for them. They hire these click farms and things like that, okay? So you have to be very careful. And I don't know why that's not popping up for me right now. All right, let me just go here. We'll just look it up here. Whoops. I don't know why it went there. All right. Let's see. Let's put in. And usually it'll tell you exactly where it's from. Okay, so you can see that according to Google Maps that this is from Lexington, Massachusetts, in the Boston area. Okay, Lexington, Massachusetts. Okay, and if you're in NPN, you're going to get a notification when someone signs up. You're going to see, you're going to see the notification, things like that. Okay. Yeah. So like Ken said too. There's sites that solo vendors go to, and they buy clicks for your solo ads. And they're very bogus. They're click farms most of these times. They're from India and things like that. But check this out. What they're doing is they're using spoofers. Okay, they spoof the IP. It's just really bogus stuff, and that's what you're going to get a lot of times with solo ad vendors. So this you can see, and that's the problem with solo ad vendors. A lot of solo ad vendors, they don't clean their list. And that's a big issue. If they don't clean their list, then they're going to have a lot of crappy bots and fake emails, things like that. And these people will not stop calling again. So, all right. So, as you can see, okay, look, Lexington, Massachusetts. That's the IP that came up, right? But look at this. Check this out. So this guy is supposed to be from Lexington, Massachusetts. But now, if I go to Facebook, now you'll get an email notification. If you get an NPN sign up, let's just say that, they came through NPN, you got to sign up through NPN, and you'll get their email, right? But right now, there's no, the tracking in NPN doesn't offer the email, okay? But we're going to work on that. I'm talking to Jeff about that this week. We're going to see if we can get that email added, get some more advanced features put in there, okay? So that's to come, all right? We're already working on some of the tracking stuff, but this will be a good thing to have. And, I'm not saying that go through every single one and do that, but we're going to set it up to where, we'll be able to match it and see if it's bogus or not. Okay, so what we're going to do, what I'm going to talk to Jeff about is coding something to where the IP address will have to match, the email address or whatever, right? So, but here's the thing: this is what you'll have to do. Okay, go over to Facebook, and not everybody's on Facebook, but just try it out. So I'm going to put this person in here, this email address. Okay, we're going to go there. But here's what's crazy. Look at that. This guy is not from Lexington, okay? This guy's from India. So you know that this guy was bogus. He was probably paid to click on a link. This guy was probably paid to click on a link and probably sign up and this and that, okay? It's pretty horrible. It's crappy stuff. I hate that solo ads are like that. Solo ads never used to be that way, but it's definitely like that now. So you got this guy here that, supposedly he's from Lexington according to his IP, but you go check his email and on Facebook and he's from India. So has any of you guys ever tried doing that or tested doing that? like going and testing, seeing where their IP came from, but yet you go to, Facebook. A lot of people don't know how to do this. A lot of people don't do this, period. Okay, so now and then, it's kind of hard. You can't just go to Solo App Vendor and say, hey, man, because that's the thing is these Solo App vendors don't even know themselves. You've got to find people that clean their lists on a regular basis, okay? And that's the thing. That's why I said, use Solo Apps for testing. Don't go out there and, it's ridiculous. It sucks that, vendors are like that and vendors don't clean their list, but it is what it is. All right. What's something else that I want to go over? Let's go back in here.
Okay. So there's other things you can do too.
So let's go into NPN real quick, and let's go into the tracker here. So here's something else you can do. If you go over to contacts and you go to search contacts, right? Okay, and we're just going to test this list, engagement list, okay? We're going to hit next. What you can do is you can filter by date to subscribed. You can filter by people that click on your links, things like that. Filter by opened emails. So what I'm going to do is just show you a little simple trick. And this will just show you what people have opened your emails, like what people are consistently opening your emails, okay? And this will give you a better clue of, who's opening your emails, who's not. And this way you can segment your list this way. You can segment them to just send emails out to those people that are actually opening your emails, okay? Rather than wasting, all these, sending out to all these people. Because that's the thing is, if you're sending it to a lot of people and they're not opening your links, they're not opening your emails, that's the thing, is not all your emails are being delivered. So if you segment it, you're going to find, better open rates, obviously. But the thing is, let's say that I sent out to 1,000 people, but I didn't segment it. Well, there's going to be people in there that might not even see my email or might not have been delivered. Those people might have already, have opened my emails on a regular basis. Gmail and places like that are kind of weird like that. So that's the thing, is segmenting is always a good thing to do. So let's just say I want to filter, let's see, let's just do before, let's say November. Okay, and how about this? We'll do between November and December, we'll just do 25th. Just to see what people are opening my emails and things like that. Okay, and this way it'll show me a list of people that are actually opening my emails. Okay, as you can see right here, out of 300-something people, 85 people have actually opened my emails from this November 7th to December 25th. Okay, so I can segment all these people and just send an email to these people that are actually opening and clicking on my emails, okay? Does that make sense, guys?
Mm-hmm.
This is how you kind of filter your list and things like that as well. Okay. So here's another thing. Let's just take a look at some of these autoresponder statistics, okay? Now, like I said, if you see like open rates at, really low open rates, then it's a pretty bogus campaign, obviously. So what I'll do is I'm going to go through all these follow-ups. So let's just start with follow-up 2, okay? I'm just going to show you guys. Okay, so follow-up 2, I mean, we're still getting a 19% open rate on the second follow-up, okay? Let's go to the third follow-up. And that's pretty good, 19%. That's really good. Okay, this one here is follow-up number 3. That's getting an 18% still. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what to do if you're not getting these types of statistics. Okay, let's go to follow-up 4. Okay, follow-up 4, getting a 13%. It's a little bit lower, but here's the thing is, as the follow-ups are being sent out, you're probably going to get lower open rates, things like that, but it's still pretty consistent with 13, 15, 18% open rates, which is pretty good. It's over 10%, really good. Okay, the thing is if you've got these follow-ups going out, and let's say that let's say that follow-up 1, follow-up 2 got, a 15% open rate. But then follow-up 3 got like a 3%. If your follow-up 3 got a 3%, that means that you have to test some things. Most likely, it's your email subject line. You're going to have to change it up. If you're getting a low open rate on your third follow-up, all of your other ones are doing good, then you know that you have to change your email subject line and test it out and see, what the difference is, okay? And just keep testing it that way. If you're getting low open rates on different follow-ups, then test it out. I know these work because we've tested them, so and you can see that they do work. Okay, we're getting over a 10% open rate on these follow-ups, which is pretty good. So, all right. So I really didn't want to make this really long. I just kind of wanted to give you guys some basic stuff here. If you guys have some questions, we're going to open it up for questions right now. But like I said, if you guys get, so let's go here for instance. Let's search these contacts real quick. If you get buyers on your list, go in there and like I said, go in there and check to see if they're on Facebook. Okay? Go in there and see if they're on Facebook. So you can see this guy's on Facebook. You come over here and you can send him a message. Okay? Send him a friend request, send him a message, and say, hey, I noticed you signed up to my list, or you got my offer, or whatever. I just wanted to reach out to you and say thank you, whatever, thanks for purchasing. If you need some help, let me know. This shows that you're a real person. They're not just on a list, and more than likely, you're going to have a 60% to 90% better chance that they're going to buy other things from you because now they know who you are, they trust you, things like that. People skip this step for some reason. I have no idea why they do. It's not laziness. It's I guess because it's tedious and it takes some time to do. But look, when you bring buyers in, it doesn't take nothing but 2 seconds to send an email or to send them a message to them. Okay? All right. So I'm going to just open it up for questions, guys, see if you guys have any other questions or anything. And I've got some new training coming out here, so keep an eye out for that. We do have some awesome training. More Facebook training, more YouTube training. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I've been going through it. It's really awesome stuff. So definitely make sure you check the back office here. I'll definitely send out an email to you guys as well. But let me unmute the room and see if there's any questions. All right. Does anybody have any questions at all?
Craig, it's Pam.
Hey, Pam.
How are you?
I'm good.
The question I might have, when you went back to the NPN and you segmented the list to find out the ones that were opening, then how do you then keep sending to them specifically? Like, when you segment it, does that take them off the main list and put them on the special list?
No, you're just sending to those people on that. All you're doing is sending to a specific target. That's it. You're just sending to a specific segment. That's all. And I'll show you. We'll do something more advanced on that, and I'll show you guys how to do all that. That's pretty easy to do.
Okay, but it doesn't take those people when you ask it to be segmented. You ask them to be taken out of the main list.
No, it doesn't take them off anything. All it does is send those emails to those specific people.
Oh, so when you do it, then you specify only the people that have opened.
Yeah. You'll specify only send to to people that have opened from December 27 to January 1st or something like that.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay. So it just makes it a little bit easier, and you're going to get a lot higher open rate, obviously. And you're going to be able to see who opens your who opens your emails, who doesn't. And that's what the bucket list kind of comes in at too,
Mm-hmm.
So okay. we'll go over some of that too, real soon. I'll do like a video on that. I think what I'll do is just do a video to show you guys how to do that. It's pretty simple.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else have any questions?
How about premium buyers? I guess that's all.
What's that, Jay? Premium buyers?
Premium buyer traffic.
I mean, a lot of people say they have premium buyer traffic, but really, unless you know somebody that is, selling things or launching products, that's about the only premium buyer list you're really gonna get. If they decide to send out a solo, but you're also gonna be paying a lot more money for that. So like, for instance, a lot of people who launch products, what they do is, they go out, like, let's say Alex Jeffries, okay? Let's say that, I wanted to run let's say I wanted to run an ad and I wanted to use Alex Jeffries. Alex Jeffries would probably charge me $10,000 to send an ad to his list because he's got a big buyer's list. So you can do it that way if you have money to do something like that. But you want to make sure that you have a good launch, you've got a good product. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll go out and pay for these types of lists. They'll go to like people like Alex Jeffries, who has tons, thousands of buyers on their list and things like that, or even Chad Nicely, Mhm. But as far as premium, yeah, there's really nowhere you can go to just buy a premium, buyers list. It's just, a lot of people say that they have buyers lists and they're premium buyers lists, but, you gotta be really careful. You just gotta deal with the people that you know in the industry, and, you gotta pay big bucks for that. And that's what a lot of these launches do. A lot of these launch guys do, like Mike Filsaime. He doesn't just go out and send traffic. He goes out and he buys his traffic. He goes to people like Alex Jeffries and Russell Brunson and people like that, and he pays them, hey man, Russell, I'll give you $10,000 if you can send out your list, and Russell will. So that's how these big guys always have these $1 million launches.
I see.
So. All right. Anybody else? No? All right. Hold on. Let me see if I might have a question. That's funny. Anyways, I'm enjoying this little mixer and studio setup here, man. It's pretty cool. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have a lot of training here coming up. I've been putting it all together, so you should be seeing some cool stuff in the back office here. I think a lot of you guys are gonna enjoy the YouTube training and things like that. But let me just show you what I got here. Well, actually, I don't even have it on this computer. Never mind. Can't show you now. But anyway, there's a lot of good training that we're putting up there, and I think it'll help you guys out a lot. I know there's a lot of information for you guys to go through, and it can be really, going through a lot of this training. Sometimes it can be kind of, just overwhelming. But just take a little bit of time, guys. I know I say that over and over, but it's the only way you're gonna learn, man. You just gotta go. You gotta find the things that are gonna work best for you. Okay. And like I said before, don't ask other people like, oh, what's your results? What are you doing? How are your results on this? Everybody's different, and Alexander, like I said before, hold on a minute, I gotta mute you, Jane. And like I said before, you can't just go off of somebody else because, sometimes they don't have that track record, you know what I mean? You can't.
No, I understand.
I'm not like trying to like grill you down your throat. I want you to succeed in the best way possible without getting information from people that might not even, that might just be doing things the wrong way. And I will, and from what I've seen, that person's not really doing things right. So you can't really just go on.
Greg, your training that you're going to have, is that going to be before Christmas, or?
Oh, it's going to be up tomorrow.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean the training. Oh, okay. Your videos and stuff. It's going to be before the holidays.
Oh yeah. That's going to be. I'm starting tomorrow. I did put a post in the Facebook group.
Okay.
I did put a post in there what you guys wanted to see first. I know a lot of you guys wanted Facebook and stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is just try to put everything up at once. I know I didn't really want to do it that way, But there's been so many different, some people want the Facebook, some people want the YouTube, so I think I'll just put up 2 for now, and then I'll put up the rest as we go along. So we'll just do that. And I know, here's the big thing, guys, and I talked to Joe, I was talking to Joe, God, why did I forget his last name? I don't understand that. Joe Finn. I was talking to Joe Finn the other day, and I really want to get some basic stuff up there for you guys. I really do. I know a lot of this stuff is kind of more advanced, and I really want to get some basic training up for you guys. So that way you guys can understand the foundations and basics. I know we do a lot of, advanced type stuff, but I think the basic stuff will definitely help you guys understand the advanced once you get into the advanced stuff. So I'm going to go through some of that. I know, NPM does have some basic information that you can go through as well, like silhouette stuff, and even right now, like the silhouette thing, training we're going through right now. Just really basic knowledge. Silhouettes aren't really hard to do, but, it's just finding the good results is the problem sometimes. And a lot of times you just have to have that, silhouette funnel is what they call it. You've got to cover your acquisition costs, things like that. Test different silhouette vendors. It's just all those things. But if you want to get to good results, go after those people that are promoting these launches. Make sure that those launches that you're contacting those people, those affiliates. Make sure that that launch that they're promoting is related to your offer. So if they're promoting an SEO product, then you probably don't want to try to do an ad with that person if you're doing a list building product. Look for launches that are related to yours, email marketing, list building, whatever. Okay, landing pages, things like that. I did go out and I did buy this landing page monkey, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but a lot of people have been promoting this landing page monkey lately, and I've just been messing around with it today, but I don't think I really came up with anything spectacular yet. But as you can see, I kind of been messing around with some stuff. And it's really cool. It kind of gives you that video background, but it lets you do a lot of cool things with it. So, and it's really easy to put together. It's not hard to do. You just follow the little steps and stuff. Put in your autoresponder. Change your button name over here. Change the different color of your button. Put in your video background here if you're using YouTube or whatever. You could even use Amazon S3 if you want. So it's kind of a cool little quick way to make a landing page or create a landing page. And for $27, it was worth it. There is no monthly fee or anything like that. And it's got some pretty killer options too, which I do like. So let me see here. So that gives you you can download the HTML, so that way you can put it on your own on your own website. This right here gives you a little tracking link as well, so you can use their tracking link if you want to host it with them. You can use their tracking link and things like that. And then this is your tracking pixel if you're using Facebook, things like that. And you can actually export. You can give this to other people as well. So if you have, let's say you have some people that are using this and you want to give them the landing page you're using, you can give it to them, and it's about the same. Wall asked if what the loaded speed was. They're on the cloud server just like lead pages are, so it's pretty it's pretty quick. So let me go look real quick. I'll just show you. I'll just use their hosted site here. So it loads just as good as lead pages. Nothing slow or anything like that. So, and these are videos too, so videos are always going to load slower, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Matter of fact, I thought when I saw this landing page monkey, I thought it was pretty cool because I'll let you see this. This is kind of cool. I would say yes, but here's what I do. I've been using ClickFunnels with James, and I do love ClickFunnels. I think ClickFunnels is pretty killer because you can create a whole funnel with it. I did find some glitches in ClickFunnels, but it's one of those things where they got to work them out and stuff like that. But I worked around it and it works fine now. Just a little problem with the membership site. What I like about ClickFunnels is it's easy to use, it's all drag and drop, and you know, it's cool. It's just a very unique looking pages. I really like the way it's set up. Matter of fact, this is the page that I set up here with ClickFunnels. And I'm still waiting on a support ticket from ClickFunnels because I'm trying to figure out the membership stuff. But let me show you here. So this is a page I created with ClickFunnels. You know, it has the little pop-ups, so when you scroll down, you know, these little things pop up, you know, things like that. So it's really cool. I really like the way it looks. Yeah, Lanny, it does have one. It's like $256, I believe, for the developer license. So, you know, it was a little bit higher than I expected. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that high for a $27 product. I didn't think that they were going to charge $256 for that. Usually, when you get something like that with a developer's license, you know, usually you're looking at probably maybe $97 or something like that. But I thought it was pretty high for that because, you know, landing page monkey's cool, but it ain't that cool, you know. So not for $256, that's for sure. So, you know, no, I didn't get the developer license for it. Well, I really didn't think it was worth it. I mean, honestly, I've had developer license for a lot, like, you know, funnel kit and things like that, and I definitely, I only paid $47 for that. So, yeah, I don't see much of a whole big difference. But it's kind of cool though. Like I said, it is kind of cool. You know, you can do a whole, you know, different things. You can, they do have tracking in here too. You can track your stats. You know, it shows you your, you know, all your tracking stuff on here as well. So it is kind of cool. Landing page monkey is cool, but I don't think it's definitely not worth getting the developer's license for it. You know, so not to me at least. But some of you guys might want the developer license and try to sell it or something. But you know, landing page monkey's here right now, but who knows? You know, it could be gone and. You know, there'll be something new in another month, you know, so something different and something new. So I'd always try to keep up with everything, but actually it has about, I believe it has 2 upsells, I believe, and it's mostly just training stuff, how to build a list and things like that. So I'm not really sure on the prices or anything, but so yeah, so that's it for that. Thank you, Ken, I appreciate that. So anyway, so I want to talk to you guys too about, I've been messing so I bought this new mixer and I bought this new condenser microphone, and you know what, I'll tell you something. I think it sounds much better than my Yeti. What do you guys think? Do you think I sound a lot better than my Yeti?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Yeah, I think it does too. I've been testing out different recordings and things like that, and playing with the echo boards and the cool little features on here and stuff like that. It was actually pretty easy to set up. But let me tell you guys, I know some of you guys don't have the money to do this, but let me tell you this: that Yeti cost me $120 when I bought it. Okay. And you don't have to get the microphone I got. But let me tell you the difference in the studio quality. And look, I don't even have the proper jacks in here. I'm using RCA plugs right now. With the proper jacks, my sound is going to be like 10 times better. I just have to, I ordered them already. I'm just waiting for them to get here. But let me tell you, the studio quality in this is so much better. And the cool thing, like, check this out. I could sit there and bring up the highs, bring up the mediums and the lows. So now you hear my voice is a little bit different. It's more higher pitched, and probably even more higher pitched here. But I can bring it all the way down and just talk, you know, with a lot of bass, But let me tell you guys, okay? For what I paid for the Yeti, it's a good mic. I will say it's a good mic, but it still doesn't have the quality I wanted. It doesn't have everything I wanted. But let me tell you what I did. So the Yeti was $120. I paid $107 for this mixer. Now you can go out and buy a microphone, a condenser microphone, for $50. You're paying the same amount of money that you would pay for a Yeti. But unfortunately, I wanted a different mic. I wanted a better mic. But with the mixer, it really helps. The mixer really cuts out those lows and mids and highs. And I got the FX model, which gives you like echo and matter of fact, let me see here. I can even do like a weird echo. Let me see if I can do that one. So if I, so now,
Wow.
so,
Okay.
so yeah, so you can do some really, you can do some really cool stuff with this mixer. But look, I'm telling you guys, it's worth it to me, and I think it's worth it to a lot of people that do videos and things like that and recordings. And you just feel more confident. You feel more professional. You know, I bought the Boom for like $30. This microphone I paid $185 for. But let me tell you why, because this microphone is awesome. It's called a Heil microphone. It's made by a guy named Bob Heil. Bob Heil makes these microphones. He's got something called a PR40 and a PR781. I bought this PR781 for $185. But let me tell you, this microphone is compared to a Shure S58. An S58 is going to cost you around $400. And they did a lot of comparisons to the two microphones. And they sound just the same. There's no difference. They even said, the thing is that Heil, Bob Heil makes microphones. He's been in broadcasting all his life. He's not he doesn't, you know, it's not a corporation or a company like Shure is. Bob Heil has been in broadcasting, so he knows what a mic's supposed to sound like. He actually created this microphone for amateur radio. If you guys are in the, you know anything about CB radios or amateur radios, that's what he created it for. But that's the only reason why I bought it, because I do amateur radio. You know, I'm getting into ham radio and stuff like that as well. But when I heard this microphone, I was like, man, that microphone sounds awesome. So last week I went to a Bob Howell convention, and I was listening to the different microphones, and he told me, he said, look, this Howell 71 is going to be perfect for what you're doing. And when I saw the microphone, it was so pretty. It was gold, and it was just really pretty looking. And yeah, it's just you know, it's just a very good sounding microphone when it comes down to it. You know, and it sounds professional. When I record, it sounds professional, and that's what and the Yeti sounds good too. It just doesn't have the lows and the highs and all that stuff. You can't hook it to a mixer board, you know, things like that. But it still has an okay quality. But if you want to move up in the world, you know, go with a mixer. The mixer, like you can even get a mixer for $50. You can get a Behringer mixer, a Behringer 802 for like $40 or $50, and then go get you a $60 microphone. Matter of fact, you can go get you a CAD, a CAD it's called, a CAD microphone, condenser microphone, and they work great. It's a three-pin connector, and it connects right to the microphone. It connects right to the mixer. And then all I do is take two RCA plugs, the red and white, the left and right, and I just plug it right into my computer. That's it. That's all I gotta do. And its cool thing is I can even use this with something called MorphBox, which allows me to do all types of different sounds, like Tough Guy and, you know, things like that. It's really women's voices, things like that. Really cool stuff. The other thing I like about it too is that it records generally great. It just has a really good sound to the microphone. I don't get all those S's and poof poof sounds all the time. And I don't even have a pop filter on this thing. I have what I did was put a Crown Royal sack around my microphone.
Man, you lost me at right after you said mixer. You said mixer, I thought kitchen. I don't even have one of them. I have a hand mixer.
You know what? I don't know anything about mixers either. I just bought the darn thing plugged in, and there's only like 1, 2, 3 things that you gotta mess with, and if you wanna mess with the echo and stuff, you know, it's got a little slider, you know, things like that, but it's really not, it's not hard to